Everybody, welcome to another Facebook Live where we're going to give you some sneak peeks of Transformotion in a box. Now, it's been a little while since we've given you very much of a sneak peek, so we just brought one out today for a little bit of quick show and tell. This is our full circle Transformotion in a box. As you may or may not remember, this is our quarterly subscription box. It's your coach in a box. It's multi-sensory. So there's always a really great playlist. There's something to eat or drink. There are tactical elements, things to do, as well as our specially developed workbook, which Alex has. Thank you, Alex. That helps you use these things to exercise and come up with new creative solutions to problems that you might be working on.
So today, we want to revisit an exercise in our Full Circle book. It's called Turn It Upside Down. And if you tuned in a couple of weeks ago, we had our guest star was Angel Zimmerman, and she had some big goals for an organization that she's leading of women attorney bar associations across the country. And she needed help coming up with some new ideas. And sometimes what you have to do is lay out what are the assumed things. So we assume this is the way things are and the way they always will be. And we wrote them down, and then we challenged those assumptions and tried to turn the negatives into positives. So today,
Hi, Louise.
Hi, Zachariah.
Hey, Louise and Zachariah. Oh,
Hey,
awesome.
thanks for joining us.
So today, we want to revisit that, but give it a different twist. And so, for example, challenging just the assumption in the statement itself. So if you say, trash cans are for trash, why is that? Why can't a trash can be for something else? And for example, and I think this is in our book, there was a florist in New York that they do gigantic floral displays of their work in the city, and that they use a trash can as a receptacle, as a vase, an urban vase for their fantastic creations. You could use it to ice down your beer. You could use it to store your garden tools. It's so much more, and so I think when you're trying to come up with new ideas, sometimes you assume, well, this is the way a retreat always is, or this is the way things are always done. It's hard to break out of that because those assumptions are so ingrained. So got to take it and challenge those assumptions.
So we thought we would do something more practical for you because you are not floral designers, probably. So yesterday I was at a workshop in Amarillo where we worked on something with this very exercise. And it's getting toward the end of the year, so we wanted to look at some ways to do a customer or an employee appreciation event. And so we said one of our assumptions was employee thank you events must be events, okay? And we said, all right, what if they're not events? What if there's something else? One of the really great ideas that came out of that workshop was somebody said, well, instead of having like a traditional thank you event, what if we took our employees out to volunteer for an organization, something that's aligned with our brand and purpose, and that would make our employees feel really good, and it was also do some good out in the community. I thought that was a really great solution.
Definitely.
So what else might we do if an employee event, appreciation event, is not an event?
Well, I suppose, what if we did something with food? Because everybody loves to receive food. And so if they, got together and created these special cookies with their name and one of their talents that they really appreciate, and then they can send it their way, and that would be a delightful surprise. And I think really meaningful.
That would be a great surprise.
Or what if it weren't, why it's kind of like reviews. Why do an annual review when you should be getting feedback all year long? What if you set up a way to show gratitude to employees all year long? Like, say it's not a once a year thing, it's like once a month, or
ooh, I like that.
It's like this ongoing thing, so that becomes more part of the culture.
Yeah.
So you could do that by maybe doing some little mini videos about each of the employees and putting those on your intranet and your social media. And especially if you have a really big organization, that might be a really fun way for people in different offices to get to know some of their other colleagues where maybe they don't know their name or they just don't run into them very often.
Great way to break down silos.
Yes.
And along those lines, I'm sorry, did you start to say
No,
something? Oh, we're coming up with some ideas here.
Yeah.
So if it's ongoing too, when you think about those thank you events, it's usually the boss puts on a thing for the employees and everybody has to sit there. Well, what if it's this more institution-wide kind of a thing that employees, it's not just manager to employee, but it's across and up as well as down. So it's kind of going all directions instead of just top down.
So employees would recognize each other or do some nice shout outs for things that they recognize about other people.
Yes.
That would be really cool. That'd be really exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking this is a little old school, but what if we just had a billboard campaign? Like billboards around town, so people are driving home from work and they see this great big billboard with their picture or something about their company and really great appreciation for what the employees do.
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of exciting.
Yeah, paint their appreciation across the city.
That would be awesome. Yeah, and I think that does a lot for building pride as well as attracting new employees. You're like, wow, I'd love to work for a company like that appreciates the people that make things happen.
Okay, so you said painting. So what if there were some murals painted, or what if we had some graffiti artists go around and tag things and do some kind of a really cool employee celebration art kind of thing?
That'd be
Or if we did it with sidewalk chalk and you could have those in places all around town, maybe where people go, like outside the coffee shops or outside some of the art galleries or some things like that.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be really cool. So the painting, that just spurred me. I was thinking, oh, what else could we do with that? Yeah.
What else?
Oh, let's see. Now, for some reason, my mind said, well, what if it was a song? But I'm thinking, now, where can I take that thought? A song. Whether it be some sort of, what?
Well, I was thinking, okay, you could have a karaoke party.
Yeah, okay.
Or you could come up with some kind of an anthem that you used internally where you took a song that everybody liked that was really jazzy and fun, but you changed it and put your own words to it.
That would be awesome.
And you could even do an internal video, like maybe you got some of your colleagues all to do it together and you could have pieces and parts and everybody's like doing this celebration of each other's accomplishments.
That'd be so
Bring
fun
in
to make together.
live musicians. What if you had, like,
Ooh.
some companies do happy hour or they do some kind of a like where they have downtime together as a team. Maybe it's not happy hour exactly, but you could have live music be part of that.
I like that.
That'd be really nice.
Yeah,
Who doesn't like
music's
live
fun.
music?
I know, we all do. Okay, anybody watching have any ideas? If you just want to throw them out there, we'll shout them out and share them with you.
I'm sure Luis has one. He's got to have one. He was one of our guest stars three or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, we're watching the board, Luis. No pressure.
Yeah, we're putting you on the spot, sorry.
We are.
Okay,
Well-
any of our other viewers, if you want to join in too, that's great. So you get the idea. We're sort of switching it up. No longer is it an event, it's something else. And it's no longer trash cans, it's something else. And sometimes if we can just put ourselves to be thinking about that in a different way, it opens up a whole bunch of more possibilities than we thought we had before.
Very true. And if you're looking for ways to come up with good ideas, order our Transformotion in a Box at transformotioninabox.com. And Zachariah says you put us on the spot. But they say live music is a good one.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Luis.
Okay, well, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and we'll look forward to seeing some more ideas.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.